Hey, hope you're doing well there. It's Dr. Matt here. I actually wanted to talk to you about neck challenges or neck discomfort and some things that you may not have thought of before. And I want to uncover some of those things to give you a different perspective. And this came up again last week, and I just wanted to share it with you because I felt it was really important, especially if you're out there struggling with neck discomfort. And first and foremost, I like to think about some of the anatomy and how everything works on the inside. And you'll see you got your spine, and maybe you've reached a limit, right? And your body's starting to talk to you in the form of symptoms like neck pain. And it's important to realize that you have this neck curve, and what you do repeatedly, if you practice this all day, you're going to get better at this. Versus a more ideal position would be more stacked up like this, good healthy neck curve, and focusing on all ranges of motion. And remember that all the information in your brain travels all the way down through your spinal cord to your muscles, your organs. And as a family corrective chiropractor, we want to know about the structure, but also the function of what's going on the inside. So sometimes the areas you may feel, like if you've gotten to the point where you have neck pain, and sometimes there's areas that you may have no idea about. And that's why it's so important to get checked to know what's going on at those other joints and with the health of your nervous system. So consider you got your spine protecting the delicate nerve tissue and those joints protecting things and helping you move. So what I want you to think about is, if you're trying to overcome a challenge, is first and foremost think about motion. And remember that a joint needs to go through a full range of motion, preferably every single day, against some sort of resistance in order to remain healthy. So that means in terms of, as soon as we stop that, the joint starts to become less than optimal or less healthy. So its motion is very important. So what I would start with is just simply moving like this. And I notice the front circles with dipping my chin down. If you're trying to gain some more range of motion. If you have a little bit of discomfort at the end range, get right there, pause, and then back down. And notice I'm not doing one of these, right? Keep them going in this direction, chin down, just like that. So I would do that 8 to 10 times, focus on movement, getting to the end ranges, and then your rotation. If you're having trouble, I've seen many people with some difficulty just at the end ranges. Let's say you have 50% this way and 80% this way. Work on just creeping out of that little bit of area of discomfort, and go from there. So focus on your ranges of motion, right? Start with focusing on simply moving. And then what I would do is, one thing that people often don't think about, and by the way, I'm going to talk about some more things in our next video about strengthening and rebuilding your neck. But for this one, I want you to focus on just range of motion. And this one thing that people often don't think about is strengthening the muscles through here. And what I mean is that you may be doing one of these all day, and you may be really fatigued and undertrained through here, and you don't train these muscles up here, so they're not working well enough for you, and things are out of balance, if you will, or you're compensating, and maybe you've picked up a bad pattern over the years. So remember, if you've picked a bad pattern up over years, the neck pain may just be the alarm bells going off, or the final straw. So it's going to take some time and repeated effort to make a change. So give yourself some grace. Let's be consistent and get to work. So consider the range of motion. And also, the thing that I wanted to share with you that most people don't think about is all through here. And how you're going to train that is, one simple way you can start with is you can practice the ranges of motion. And I'm going to move the camera down just so you can see a bit better. But it's actually going to involve your upper back muscles. So I'll lean over so that my torso is about 30 degrees up off the ground, and just do one of these, like the letter T. And you can do them lying down as well on the floor, and just lifting up like that, dropping down, lifting up. But coming down, palms down to the ground. You can do 6 reps that way. That's the letter T. And then you can also do the letter Y. So just like this. And again, sticking my buttocks back, thumbs up. And I'm thinking about all my posterior shoulder muscles, my mid-back, pausing, breathing. Right? And again, 6 to 8 reps. But you can think about those 2 exercises. Oftentimes, I'm just going to bring you up. Oftentimes we're so focused on the neck is that we lose sight of some of the other areas where we're compensating. So consider that today. Consider the health of your spine and your nervous system. In the next video, I'm actually going to go through some more strengthening exercises to help you build yourself up and become more resilient. But consider that you have to help your body be stronger, and your joints have to go through a range of motion so that you can live at your best. So consider those things today. I got the forward only neck circles, the side to side rotation, and the Y and the T exercise in the 6 to 8 rep range, 2 to 3 sets a day, and see what happens if you're trying to overcome a challenge. Remember, like anything health related, you got to put the reps in to build yourself up. So be consistent and go from there. All right, so stay tuned for my next video. And remember, I've shared with you before, I cannot do it alone. So if you know someone who could benefit from it, please kindly take a moment to either click share or send them the link so they can see the benefit as well. And even if you don't, I still love you and appreciate you. Okay? So I hope you're doing well out there, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.